Tonight, theCAID is proud to present your hosts, Torya, Blanchard, and Lauren Hood.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
How's it
Hi,
going?
JR. You got to introduce JR, too.
Hello.
Hi. So it's your birthday.
Yeah, yesterday was my birthday.
Right.
With
We
an
have
F.
the little cultural moment because she has like some money pinned to her. If you went to DPS and you had a birthday, you had a little tiara and some money pinned to you and some balloons. So
And then
it's
everyone
your
knows it's your birthday and they add to it.
Right.
And your baller friends will put big bills on there.
Try to.
Big
Some
bills.
old ass $20
Big
bills.
bills. There's singles underneath, but on the top, big bills.
Right. So what'd you do for your birthday?
I went to DeMongo's Friday.
Okay.
And then Saturday I worked, whatever. And then today I went to brunch for 6 hours.
Fun. I'll tell you what.
You got the tail end of brunch.
Right. I get to tell it. It was like a 7
The
hour
brunch after party, yeah.
I went to the Blowout last night.
Ooh. What do you think?
And for those of you who don't know, the Blowout is a music festival in Hamtramck when they have all the local bands playing. It was fun, but it's like, I'm old as hell. And it's like, I want all the venues to have like tables. So we could all like sit and like play cards and Scrabble and shit.
With the music in the background.
Right, because it's like for the last 10, 15 years I've been standing up waiting for the band to start. And it's like you see people that you know there at like different shows or whatever like that, and you have like the little Detroit attitude where you know what I'm talking
The
about?
up nod?
Right. And it's like you know this person and they know you, and we've met before, but you just kind of pretend like, everybody's cool, so.
I'm sorry I didn't talk to you at Blowout.
Right.
Me too.
Nice being subtle.
So that's what was going on. I'm too damn old.
What
I don't
bands
know.
did you
It was
like?
fun. I saw the Satellite Rose,
Nice.
and I went to
Rose
Painted
Gardens.
Lady.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Painted Lady, great
that's
bar.
like my living room. I'm just like hanging out there, it's chill. So there it is.
It's a fun
I mean,
spot.
it's like I was just thinking in my head, like, what are we gonna be doing when we're 80 years old? We're gonna be checking out,
Same thing.
like,
Same thing.
in the nursing home. We're gonna be seeing bands and playing pinochle or something.
Yeah,
I
just
guess.
in the home.
I guess
Instead of going to
so.
the bar.
I mean, what the fuck? I thought that like techno was gonna be.
Did you swear?
Oh, putain. Oh, c'est pas vrai. I thought that techno was gonna be like classical music and shit. When I was like,
That's yeah, John Arnold would be playing the,
right,
the
and
old
we're all in
folks
the
home
nurse, so all of y'all and all of the viewing people, like sending in
with
the
our
nurse home.
oxygen tanks and yeah.
And go to the casino, I guess. But it's like, I just thought about all the people that I pretend to say hi to or whatever, because I was just tired. It's like, Detroit is such a small scene.
It is for sure.
Yeah,
Remember when it wasn't even a scene? It was just people hanging out.
Right. Now it's a scene.
When did it change?
And now we're like the older part of the scene, and we've
are.
all
I'm claiming young. I'm claiming
birthday.
27 over here.
okay. Right.
I haven't been around that long. No one knows me. I just got here
Right,
from
right.
Portland.
So there it is.
I have an art project.
In a Kickstarter, right?
Yep.
JR, what'd you end up doing this weekend?
Oh, I was at Blowout all weekend as well.
Holler.
Yeah.
Playing
Who'd
with
you see?
Sheefy.
Yeah, it was sheepy. We were eating sushi.
Last week.
Slapping
And slapping the hose.
I almost slapped that. He was a nice guy, though.
What do you enjoy more, eating the sushi or slapping the hose?
They're pretty equal.
Right.
Nice.
It took me like 3 hours to decide which to do first.
So there it is.
Nice.
So, what else? I mean, nothing else. I mean, we were hanging out, and I was just like thinking about how everybody in Detroit knows each other. It's such a small.
Too small.
It's too small.
Hard to date.
It is hard to date. Even though I'm booed up, I don't know about you.
You
What
do
up?
know about me. You just meant for the crowd.
Right.
She knows exactly that I'm not booed up. Does everybody know what booed up means?
Having a boo?
Right.
Exactly. Does everyone know what a boot is? A boo would be like your young man friend if you were a young lady.
Right,
Or,
somebody that claims you.
Yeah.
And you claim them.
right, not just one way.
Right. But everybody in Detroit, we've all been like booed up, kind of like.
We were playing this game the other day. Do you want to talk about the game?
Yeah, let's talk about the game. We did like 6 degrees of Detroit dating and knowing one another. And when we figured that everybody has slept.
Everyone slept with each other, pretty much.
Oh my
Usually
God.
by 1 or 2 degrees.
Either.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. And that's Detroit.
Right. You think you got that undiscovered nugget, but come to find out, yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he banged that really popular
That
girl
guy?
in there for it. Yeah. Then we've all.
Yeah, but we'll all end up at the nursing home
I had
together.
it before I knew anybody. Yeah, exactly.
Listening to bands and knitting.
Knitting
And I couldn't think of a better way to.
and knitting. That's
So.
right.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, who's on the show tonight? You want to talk about our guest?
Yes, tonight we have Mark Covington
Yep.
with Georgia Street.
He helps the children, I believe.
He helps the children.
I believe he helps
Right.
the children.
No one else
He's like
does.
Trick. He loves the kids.
Right. Does he have a Kickstarter?
He should. I bet you he needs
Right.
some funding. See if
50
anybody
grand.
helps, though.
And
Okay,
there
go.
it is.
And
That's
who
the
else?
Minimum. And then we have Cedric Tai,
Cedric.
Voila.
And musical guest, Rogue Satellite.
Voila. I'm excited because I saw them last night at the blowout.
Oh, wait, let's talk about our audience. We actually have a full audience this time. Last week we
Exactly.
had like 3 people.
Because it
We're
snowed
like,
out.
louder. Now we actually have a full audience. I'm scared.
Let's hear it for the audience.
Excited.
I'm scared.
And they're all very attractive.
That's a good looking crowd.
That's a good-looking crowd.
All of you.
We
I
wouldn't
do
mention if you guys weren't. I'm serious. Like, come on now. But,
Yeah.
all right.
Is it time to see some guests?
Holler.
It's time to bring out our first guest.
Excellent. All right, JR, come on.
Good Girls Go to Paris Crepes is located in Detroit on 15 East Kirby, Suite 115, facing Woodward Avenue in the Park Shelton building. All 50 varieties of crepes are cooked to order using a traditional crepe rake on the single cast iron crepe griddle.
So let's welcome our first guest,
Exactly.
Mark Covington from the Georgia Street Collective.
Yeah.
Come on out, Mark. Hey, boo.
Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, how did the Georgia Street Collective come together?
I kind of stumbled into it. I was trying to figure out a way to clean up some vacant lots and keep people from dumping on them.
Right.
And it started off as a community garden.
So this is your neighborhood. This is where you grew up? Or-
Born and raised on Georgia Street,
Okay.
living in the same house.
So for people who don't know, like, where is Georgia Street located?
It's off of Gratiot and Harper, right down the street from the Better Made Potato Chip Factory.
Okay.
What kind of programs do you have there?
Right now, we're still in the process of rehabbing the community center, but we have read night and movie nights for the kids in the garden and in part of the community center. And we do holiday dinners. We've had 3 so far. We do backpack and school supply giveaway. This week coming up, we have an Easter egg hunt for the kids
Is it Easter already?
next month.
Right.
Cute.
Keep up. So how did you get involved in this? How did it all start?
I got laid off from my job, and I came outside when the snow was melting,
Right.
and I had seen all this garbage in the vacant lots.
And what year was this?
In 2008,
Okay.
April of 2008. And, I had never seen it like that before in the neighborhood, and I wanted to do something about it.
So, like, how did it all start? So, what did you? How did you get people involved?
That was the hard part.
Right.
It started off with 4 people, my mother, myself, and a friend that I grew up with, and my 2-year-old nephew, who's 5 now.
You had him out there working.
Oh, yeah.
Sweeping.
Yeah. Right now, he can tell you whatever we're growing before fruit even bears on it. So,
Wow.
Right.
yeah, so And then,
That's awesome. So, tell us about the Georgia Street Collective right now. Like, what does it look like? You know, what's going on the street?
today,
Yes.
snow. I'm just kidding. No, but we adopted 18 vacant lots in the neighborhood in like a block and a half radius, 2-block radius, and we don't grow fruit and vegetables on all of them, but some of them we do. We got a building that we purchased through probate court for $1, and we're rehabbing that into a community center with a multi-purpose room and a computer lab and a library.
So was it hard to get funding for the project?
Yeah, it's still hard.
Yeah.
Most of our funding comes from donations.
Right. It's like Kresge Foundation, Hudson Weber. You know.
I wish.
How do you let
Right.
people know about it? Where can people donate?
They go to our blog, which is georgiastreetgarden.blogspot.com.
Okay.
Fair enough. So what's going on this summer? What do you have lined up?
We're hoping to start some garden concerts in the garden.
Nice.
But most of it is, we got our read night and movie night as our really main event.
Okay.
We have a street fair coming up, I believe, at the end of June.
Awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So if it was a perfect world, like, and you had unlimited amounts of money, like, what would you do with the project?
I'd start redeveloping the neighborhood a little bit more.
Right.
I envision a new commercial strip along Harper between Van Dyke and Gratiot. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Easttown Theater,
Right.
but
Yes.
it's about to go. So
Yeah.
I would like to see something like that again,
Right.
but more restaurants and maybe cafes and cyber cafes or something.
If more people wanted to do what you did, like, how do they get involved? How do they start this?
Basically, you just do it.
You just do it.
We don't get a lot of help from the city, so you just do it. It's hard getting people involved because everybody don't think like I think,
Right.
but we get help from all over the place. So
And, just getting involved in the community and just, just doing it.
yeah, just doing it. If you don't let nobody tell you no.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
The Boggs Center helps grassroots activists develop themselves into visionary leaders and critical thinkers who can devise proactive strategies for rebuilding and re-spiriting our cities and rural communities from the ground up. These new leaders will demonstrate the power of ideas in changing ourselves, our reality, and demystifying leadership.
Let's welcome our next guest, Cedric Tai, Kresge Fellow.
Woo!
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Laptop.
Yeah,
He's got a
thanks-
prop.
I don't
Yeah.
know, a prop.
A nice set presentation.
Thanks so much for coming out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And it's also my friend Corey Baldoff's birthday as well. There's
we
like
doing
birthdays going on.
We have like birthday party.
Happy birthday, Corey.
But Corey has like this, she's got this great description of like, what do you call it, the birthday phenomenon? When people like find this small thing that like makes them feel super connected, they're like, what day's your birthday?
Right. We're
What
all
year is
Pisces.
it? And it's really intense because you feel like they're your best friends once you like lock eyes and talk about that birthday.
There it is.
See?
Right. And then you have to put the money on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's how I pick up girls at the bar.
You need some.
Is it your birthday today?
You said you just turned 18? Sorry.
So everyone is wondering, what the hell did you do with the $25,000 that Kresge gave you?
Oh, there's no stipulations attached, so
So you could have
That
gone to the
means-
track.
What do you mean could have? That was the best part. Doubled my money. No, I felt like I had to be frugal with it because part of me wanted to save it for graduate school. I was really, right now I'm like waiting to hear back from the Glasgow School of Art.
Nice.
Yeah.
But right now you're teaching at CCS?
Yeah, I'm teaching at CCS. I got hired to basically teach a class called Concepts and Images for juniors. What that means is I get to teach whatever I want, so that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how old are you?
I'm 25.
That's crazy. You remember what that was like?
Overachiever. What do you mean? It was only 2 years ago for me. How about you?
So, like, what are you working on right now? You're doing murals in Detroit.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm doing murals is partly because I wanted to figure out how to do my painting practice outdoors. And I remember as soon as I found out I was a Kresge fellow, I was like, oh my God, everything's gonna blow up. Right. But actually what happened was anyone who's doing any public art, they got tons of press. And I remember just seeing like a couple things. I'm hoping like nationally it'll be more of a big deal for like the upcoming fellows. Because for some reason it seemed like a little burp in like the art world nationally.
Well, Cedric, you know after
like
being on this show, you're gonna blow up.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
So what does your first mural look like?
Oh, it's not even done. I'm really waiting for the temperature to get up.
Right.
Because I think everything, I was thinking of rolling it, and then if you read the fine print, it's like you have to have above 45 degrees, so now I'm trying to arrange spray paints, which I guess don't necessarily have to actually, like outside it doesn't have to be that warm. The spray can has to be that warm.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's check out this beautiful art right back here. Is that
Oh, I don't
you?
even care about that one. I was going to just show you this presentation right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no.
You're falling apart.
All right, I'm sorry.
Intern.
I'm a visual person, so I brought a visual aid, but I don't think this helps anyone like
How's
in
that
the
look
audience.
on camera?
Like fingerprint smudges.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Your fingerprints
we'll
look
edit it through.
amazing.
It'll be like perfect. I can describe this really quick through this presentation.
Right,
and then
so what
I'll
are you
pretend
showing
that you're
us?
seeing it. There's this amazing new program that's online. It's free. It's Prezi.com. It's anti-PowerPoint. Instead of things going from like one slide to the next, it actually like zooms in and out. So the idea is if you have information that's detail, it zooms in on the detail, and if they're like, let me show you the big picture, it zooms out. So
what website is this?
it's like Prezi.com.
Okay.
And then I actually have a different website for this project. So I'll just describe what the project is really quick. I'm making something called Brixels. It's an offshoot of the way I paint. I like having something that's really structured and something that's very organic. So the structured part is I'm painting bricks, like pixels, into tessellation form. So it's very structured.
Into what forms?
Tessellations, it's like a houndstooth pattern.
We're not all artists here.
Well, basically, it's like a shape where nothing overlaps. It's the same shape repeated. So a checkerboard pattern. That's
Thank you.
a tessellation. Yeah.
Did everyone know what that was? They're like, oh, we know.
Well, that's more of like a math term, more so than even like an art term.
We're not
but-
engineers either.
What? No. So the main idea was that I wanted to see what happens when I make this very structured thing, and maybe what happens with that structure when you've got like ivy or people try to tag over it. How is it all going to like interplay with each other? But I haven't done any public art before, really, so this is like my first foray into this. I was thinking about how I wanted people to rethink buildings. Like for graffiti artists and taggers, they see brick walls as blank canvases,
Right.
where I'm trying to like bring back the fact that they're made of bricks, and they shouldn't be just simply tagged over. The
And
three
there's a lot of
buildings-
tagging. Like,
a lot of bad tagging. Like
Bad
I don't
tagging.
even have anything against graffiti artists. Like there's.
I'm
that
not gonna call
awesome-
it any names, but there's like some stuff on buildings. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and so
Esco.
you have to wonder, like, there's got to be a creative way to deal with that. So part of me is thinking that this could be useful in that way, where I kind of want to have this idea generate where people are like, oh, we have really bad tags outside of our place. Let's just like start painting bricks.
Right.
I definitely think about it as activating walls. So once you start seeing this pattern, you're like, oh, I can just do my own houndstooth patterns.
Right.
But what makes it more fun is that I had this guy named Dan Marshwinski, who also teaches with me at CCS, made me a internet program that basically makes the tessellations for you. And you can't see this video, but you will if you're watching this post-editing. But the idea is like you can move these little lines around and it makes a tessellation.
I'm sure this will all be blown up.
Oh,
for the
absolutely.
viewing audience,
It'll be super
so.
clear and crisp. But like this way, a little 8-year-old can basically design something
8-year-old.
that I would paint outside, so they could actually see their design happen
Can an 8-year-old get a
outside.
Kresge grant?
Oh yeah, if they do this a bunch.
Okay.
You have to have 20 slides or something.
Do you
so.
see Detroit as like a blank canvas?
No, it's like the opposite of a blank canvas. There's history. There's complex issues of people that have lived here before.
Right.
I think people who see Detroit as a blank canvas are the type of people who are like, oh, I could do whatever I want. There's nobody here.
That just moved here and
Right. From Portland or Brooklyn.
stuff
or...
like. So you're calling people out now.
But I guess wouldn't
$50,000 Kickstarters. They're nice people, but come on.
I think the big deal is
You do
like
whatever you want here.
when
whatever
people
you
talk about the
want.
difference between
you from here,
gentrification and integration. I actually grew up in the suburbs.
That's
I grew
okay,
up in
but
North
you're
Carolina.
from here.
Michigander,
Yeah,
if you will.
I mean, I can like pull out this card and be like, I was born in Mount Sinai Hospital. That's in Detroit.
Right.
But that doesn't really
I'm
mean
not
anything.
mad at that. Yes, it
Everybody's
does.
from Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Born in Hutzel Hospital. It's like, fair
But
enough.
yeah, the big thing is how do you, I guess, say the right words? Like some people will do an art project and they'll be like, this is a community art project. And then someone will be like, you're talking about us?
Which
Right.
community? Yeah.
It's like no community input at
So
all.
I'm really excited. I'm also like volunteering for this thing called the Detroiter.com, and the whole point is to like have real discussions about people's projects, different things going
Right.
on in art world, and for example, like the RoboCop thing. I had a discussion that was between Brandon Wally and Aaron Timlin.
What's he talking about?
There's
RoboCop.
this interesting Kickstarter project that
Oh,
you guys might know about if you.
yeah, a little bit.
Well, how do you feel about it?
Oh no.
All this stuff like,
Our
you know what?
six is too short.
Cedric, you know, they got the $50,000. I hope they build they got it. Good for them. And there's nothing else to be said. If you say something negative against this, you're hating. So what's going to be the theme of your murals?
The theme is that it's more of an idea, a generative work of art. And I kind of want to talk about the ways people can get involved because you can go to this website that Dan Marshwinski made. It's makebrixels.com, MakeBrixels.com.
I want to spell that out.
Well, I want people to go to it, and I have people helping me and working on my behalf, like Helene Cassels with Detroit Mural Factories, kind of getting schools involved, and then I'm having Mike Hahn basically go around and ask people for free things, if it's scaffolding or paint. And that's kind of the nice thing about Detroit is like whenever you come up with this idea, people are so willing to help, and you almost feel like you can do anything, but it's just because there's all these people that feel like they can get involved and it starts moving faster than you think. But what's really important to me is like making sure that I'm gonna be doing a lot of flyering, having a lot of opportunities for people to get involved, and that way people have a say in what goes up and how it looks.
With your Crepes Foundation, was it like hard to do the application?
Yeah, I
said
thought
that.
it was one of the most serious things I had to figure out. I thought of it in terms of how much time, for bad writers, you have to take so much more time than people who can just figure out what they want to say. So what really helped was going to grant writers. So if anyone wants any advice, I went to 2 grant writers and I started writing 2 months before the deadline.
It seems like everyone that year was like doing the Crepes Foundation award thing, and everyone was like sweating it. And
yeah, and I got tons of people asking me what to do and what's the best way to get their photos taken. And now I feel like the best thing for people in Detroit because of the Kresge is like if you're a photographer, people are gonna ask you to help photograph stuff. If you're a grant writer, it's an awesome time to be in Detroit because people like need the money, they want to know how to get it, and some people deserve it who don't know how to write, and it's a perfect marriage if you can get those people together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Absolutely.
Since 1988, Motor City Blightbusters has been a positive catalyst in Detroit to neighborhoods, families, and volunteers by tearing down blighted abandoned homes, cleaning up dump sites, painting existing houses, cleaning up neighborhoods, building new houses, founding Angels Night, and many other positive actions.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having us.
I saw you last night at the Blowout. Is that your first time playing at the Blowout, or?
That was our second time, or third time at the Blowout.
That's cool. Like, how long have you guys been together?
Well, the band's been a band for a few years, but we've been together for 3 weeks.
So you guys are original members of Rogue City?
Not
He's
the original.
only original member.
Yes. He joined about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I've been in it for about a year.
It's about a year.
Cool. Nice. So you guys play around Detroit and...
Yeah, we play all around the bars in Detroit and Hamtramck and, you know, out and about.
Yeah, so where are you guys from?
Well,
Detroit.
I live in Detroit now.
Right.
I mean, I don't know where I'm from.
Right. From the Detroit metropolitan area, right?
Downriver.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So, like, what's going on next? Like, you have a CD coming out, or?
We do have a CD coming out. It's going to be a multimedia release.
Cool.
We have 11 songs and a music video that are all going to be packaged in one thing.
Right. That's cool. So, you seem like you have some new tattoos going on here. And
Is it obvious that it's new?
it's like
Very
color, yeah.
vibrant.
Yeah, you got
Yes,
some-
it's a month old.
Yours are vibrant.
Oh,
There
thank you.
go.
They're old.
So that's cool.
How
yes.
about the album's going to be called Six Sweet Lips?
Six Sweet Lips. Where did that come from?
I can't tell you.
It's
It's
a
a
line
secret.
from one of our songs.
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
song?
The one we're going to play at the end here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's good. You can probably say the name of this song better than us with your French
Okay,
history.
try me.
Well, you get her
No.
I
started.
used to be.
No.
Well, I say it, Les Petits Lèvres.
Le petit lèvres.
Yes.
Well, the little lips. What's the song
Dream. I thought
about?
it was Dream. I thought,
Rev?
yeah.
Oh, I just said lèvres. Oh no. Le petit lèvres. Le petit rêve.
Yes.
Le petit rêve.
Yes.
Something like that. Okay, cool.
The Little Dream.
The Little Dreams. So how does that translate into the title of your CD?
Well, I'm just going to say we were really fond of it. We
Cool.
thought it sounded nice and had a good ring.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. So, like...
Yeah, we're
Check it out.
playing on St. Patrick's Day. We're playing a benefit for the greening of Detroit at
Nice.
Mars Bar in Hamtramck. We've got one before that, don't we? Or do
No,
we?
no, I think
Oh,
that's
okay,
the
yeah,
next
that is
one.
nice. I was thinking Blowout.
Yes.
Do you
Which
guys
happens
get a
already.
chance to check out other bands in the Blowout?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah?
Yes.
Reagan's in another
Yeah,
band
I had
that's
to
awesome.
play twice in one night. So
Really?
Yeah, that was
So
interesting.
Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
So what other band are you in?
It's
Pewter
called
Cub.
Pewter Cub. Yeah.
So where'd you guys play at?
We played at Baker Street Car. We were part of the
Nice.
Loconosis lineup there, which was really fun. And then schlepping in between the venues wasn't
a
so
lot of
fun because I
schlepping.
missed
All right.
some people in between that I really wanted to see.
So
that
are you
was
guys
fun.
in other bands? You two?
I'm in like 40 bands.
Yeah.
I can't name them all. No, I'm in a band called Conniption. I'm in a band called Divine Proportion.
Cool.
And I'm in a band called Derelict Craft.
All right. So were any of your bands playing at the Blowout, or?
No, just Rogue Satellites.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are great. It was just
Thank
like
you.
it was lovely, actually.
Thank you very much.
So let's thank you again for coming out, and let's welcome again Rogue Satellites and.
15 minutes to think about killing you. I think about killing you. I can't go killing you. Be gone. So why would I do with all my love and all my hate? I guess I love the irony. Was somewhere else, could maybe go someplace and stay a while. And I'm sure I said that you were arrogant. I never said worthy of it. And every 15 minutes I think about killing you. I think about killing you. I can't go killing you. Be gone. So what would I do with all my hate and all my love? I hate the way I still love you. Your whole life's an accident. Words spill out of you like vomit. And I guess your heart's a peach in this classic tragedy. 'Cause you keep beating it and smashing it, smearing it around the room like shit. And every 15 minutes I think about killing you. I think about killing you. I can't go killing you. Be gone. What would I do with all my love and all my hate? I guess I love the irony. But every 15 minutes I think about killing you. I think about killing you. I can't go killing you. You be gone. What would I do with all my hate and all my love? I hate the way I still love you.
Thanks a lot.
Dream the little dream you are. I go to sleep. I crash my car.